Caroline's Adventure by Kaylea Kesler. Once upon a time, there was a brave and adventurous young girl named Caroline. She loved being outside with her sweet dog named Pepper. Early one day, Caroline was outside near the river picking beautiful yellow flowers while Pepper was roaming around. Before they left the river, Caroline spent some time petting Pepper and playing fetch with Pepper's favorite red ball. Later that day, Caroline met up with her best friend named Curtis. They played a game of hide and seek in the woods just as they always did. They even played a game of tag. Caroline always wanted to win. After a day full of fun games, Curtis and Caroline began to discuss new adventures to seek. They even talked about finding new treasures near their village.
Caroline, did you know you can find gold shimmering stars on a nice night that are like finding treasure?
Curtis said. Caroline was surprised and intrigued. Really? I would love to find treasured gold shimmering stars. They sound beautiful, Caroline replied. The next morning, Caroline woke up really early. She was determined to set out on an adventure to find the beautiful gold shimmering stars that her friend Curtis mentioned. She picked up her gold crown from her nightstand to take with her on the adventure, in hopes to exchange it for the gold treasured stars that the nice night has. She received the gold crown from her mom when she was just a little girl. She put the crown in her red bag and began to walk out the door. "Come on, Pepper, let's go," Caroline said. Pepper jumped off the bed and ran towards the door. Caroline and Pepper walked out of the door towards the trail to the Knights' village, far away, where all of the Knights lived. Caroline and Pepper traveled all day long through the forest until it became dark out. Caroline quickly became frightened. Caroline and Pepper found a large tree-like shelter to sleep under for the night. "Look, Pepper, we can sleep inside here," Caroline said. Caroline and Pepper slept inside the tree shelter all through the night. The next morning, Caroline and Pepper woke up very early to continue on the long trail to the Knights' village. They quickly came across the large hollow cave they had to pass through to continue on the trail. Caroline was a little skeptical about the cave, but she knew she would make it through the cave with Pepper by her side. Further into the cave, it became dark and Caroline became terrified. As they continued walking through the cave, they were excited to see the end that was near. After reaching the end of the cave, they found a large stream. They searched and searched, but there was no way to get to the other side unless they swam through it. Caroline and Pepper did just that. They swam through the large stream. Once they reached the other side of the stream, they found the last part of the trail to enter the Knights' village. "Quick, this way, Pepper. We're almost there," Caroline said. Caroline and Pepper finally made it to the Knights' village. They were confused and did not see any knights from afar. They walked further into the village where they met a nice knight named Simon outside of a large castle. "Sir, my friend Curtis told me that a nice knight like yourself has beautiful gold shimmering stars that are like treasure. I traveled far to find you and hope that you will accept this gold crown in exchange for a few gold stars," Caroline said with a hopeful facial expression. Simon looked puzzled.
I would love to make an exchange for a crown, but I do not have any gold stars that you speak of. I am truly sorry,
Simon said. Caroline was disappointed. "It's okay. You can keep the crown anyways. I will be on my way," Caroline replied. Caroline and Pepper set out on the trail back home to their village. They swam back through the stream. They traveled back through the dark, scary cave and back through the forest. Caroline and Pepper made it back home to their village and spent the rest of the day inside. Caroline was so upset and did not understand why the night did not have any gold shimmering stars. She put up her bag down on her nightstand. Caroline and Pepper then went to sleep for the remainder of the day. The next day, Curtis came looking for Caroline, since he has not seen her for a few days. He found Caroline lying in bed and upset.
Caroline, come outside, it's a beautiful day.
Curtis said. Curtis, Caroline, and Pepper made their way towards the front door. Curtis knew Caroline was upset.
What's wrong, Caroline?
Asked Curtis. I traveled all the way to the knight's village and found a nice knight just like you said. He did not have any beautiful gold shimmering stars that are like treasure. I even offered him my own crown in exchange for stars, but he did not have any, Caroline said.
Oh no, Caroline. I meant you could find these beautiful gold shimmering stars on a nice night. When it's dark out between each day, you can look up in the dark sky and see beautiful shimmering stars,
Curtis said. Caroline was surprised.
Don't be upset, Caroline. You mixed up homophones. They're like words that sound exactly the same, but have different meanings and spellings, just like night and night,
Curtis said. Like hair, H-A-I-R, and hair, H-A-R-E? Asked Caroline.
Yes, exactly. I am sorry, Caroline. Homophones can be quite confusing,
Curtis said.
Come on, Caroline. The sun is about to go down. Let's go sit by the river and look up at the dark sky and find the gold, beautiful, shimmering stars that like treasure,
Curtis said. Okay, said Caroline. Curtis, Caroline, and Pepper ran off towards the river. That night, they sat near the river looking at all the beautiful stars in the dark night sky. They even talked about different homophone pairs, their meanings, and how to use them properly in sentences all through the night. The end.